In this video, we're going to walk through how to set up a standard donation form in Razor's Edge RENXT WebView. From creating the form to customizing the output, payments, and configurations. To get there, we need to utilize the left navigation to find Online Giving Overview. Next up, we're going to create a new donation form, Standard Form. We're going to go ahead and give this a name. We have a few options right off the bat that need our attention. So you need to decide what gift types are included in this form, whether you want all three of these or a combination. Additionally, there are some defaulted fundraising opportunities that are enabled. For the purposes of this demonstration, I don't need Intelligent Ask or Recurring Gift Upsell, so I'm going to turn them off. Designations is just another word for funds, and on this I would like to list a couple funds, so I'm just going to pick a few from my database. By picking more than one, I have a few extra options, so I'll need to select a designation, so the default value that will always appear for a donor, and we can also give donors the ability to split their gifts between multiple designations. Don't worry about how these appear right now, we can fix that later. I'm going to also put in a hidden campaign and appeal that will be applied to donations after they're processed through the form, and you'll see that reflected in batch. All right, so we're good here, so I'm going to head to the next screen. Now we can see here that direct debit is disabled. I'm going to enable it because the more payment options, the better. It's in test mode. I'm going to leave it there for now. And then fee coverage, it defaults to Blackbaud Pays, which is another word for complete cover. There are pros and cons to each of these, and we have another video linked below that talks through them in more detail. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to choose my organization Pays. On the form design screen, we can control all the physical displays of our form. So we can see here that it's defaulted to gift amount and donor information. If we want to edit any of these headers, we can click into it and just change it. Looking through the available sections, if I wanted to edit anything about the gift information offered, I can click through here. And then there's separate choices for one-time, recurring, and pledge, which you should look through and edit. Here I can fix the designation label problem, right? So I can set my own labels. Fieldhouse can remain the same, but we're going to change funds. We can see here that as I changed labels, they automatically reordered into A to Z, but you can also set your own order if you would like. Next up, we have donor information. Each of these you can edit individually by clicking Edit. So for these, you can include the middle name if you would like. And you can also, over here on your widget, add in additional fields. So let's say I wanted to offer the ability for someone to make their gift anonymous or to give through an organization. I also want to include tributes, so I'm going to drag that information over and select the types I want to include. Within the screen, you can choose some other options, like we just want to send mail, and we want to change a couple of the labels. Now let's say I wanted to add in an additional element here with a header above here that says tribute information to call attention to the separate division. And we can see here that that's formatted the same as all the other headers. You can also add in add-ins through the marketplace, such as double the donation if you had that enabled, and you can control the style of your form through all these options down on the left. I'm happy with this, so I'm going to keep going. Next up, we have confirmations. So from this view, you can configure what happens after a donor gives. Generic thank you message or directing to another page, if they get social sharing options, and the automatic e-confirmation. By clicking into the Open Email Designer, you'll presented with a view that's very similar to email marketing, where you can click into these boxes and make additional edits. If you wanted to add in additional merge fields, you can do that by clicking here, and these are the options available to you. From here, you can add additional other styling elements, including image and those social media buttons, as well as adding additional columns and style. I'm going to go ahead and save this and close this. And you can see here that I could copy this, send that to my web designer and have it embedded in a web page, or I can access the form through its direct URL. And here we go. This is the form that we've created together with all of our edits and everything just as I want it to appear. Now, if you wanted, as you're testing this out, to change various elements, you can go back to your donation form, click edit, and then refresh this page after you save your changes, and you'll see the new view. Since we're done with testing, I can go back to the payment and fees and change it from test mode to start processing donations. And from there, my form is live. And that's it. You have a fully functioning standard donation form, all ready to go. See you next time.